Another mass murder rally. Get it right.
Obama finally stepped out
Massive.
on the campaign trail on behalf of
Mass
his
murder.
geriatric, cognitively struggling former
You feel comfortable
VP,
now, don't you?
which is more than Joe has done.
You feel comfortable
the
now,
last
don't
3
you?
days or the last 4 out of 5 days. He has been resting comfortably, taking his naps, having his hot
I know you
cocoa,
do.
doing
Jinx.
debate prep every waking moment of the last 5 days. And naturally, Obama had some, well,
I don't
rather
sleep,
typically nasty
little
things to say
bitch.
about the president.
I get
Some of the
rest.
president's supporters will play the worst moments from Mr. Hope and Change. And when they go low, we go high in a minute. But of course, Joe is still nowhere to be found. He spent yet another day, 4 of the last 5 days, holed up in his basement bunker with less than 2 weeks to go before Election Day. No rallies, no press conferences, no big events. Maybe he had a nice leisurely breakfast, a couple of naps, hot cocoa, early dinner inside, and maybe he's watching Hannity. We do hear, by the way, that in moments we have a big breaking news story we will be telling you. What we do know...
Why
is
wouldn't
Joe
he be
Biden
watching
is still
Hannity?
hiding.
You're a
He says
terrorist.
in the witness or
You
campaign
kill the American
protection
people.
program. Last
He's
night, we
watching
sent
you
a
so he
camera
knows
to
what to
Joe's
do.
house in Delaware to see if we could get
Because he's going to do
glimpse of the
something. This
Democratic
is not going to
nominee
happen.
outside of the basement
This is over
bunker.
with.
And tonight we sent Hannity, 2020 election correspondent.
You are
Delaware
why.
Reporter Lawrence Jones. He's now standing right outside of Joe Biden's
You
compound.
are
And
why.
Joe, you can see right there, the camera's right there. If
See,
you
I
have
like
anything
being
you want
why,
to tell America, you've been very quiet.
but you're
over the
why
last
people
5
die.
days in the middle of an election.
I try and give life.
Pitch to voters.
You are
You're able to
why
answer a
people
couple of
die.
questions, not about what your favorite milkshake is. Just come outside. We'll be happy to hear from you.
Boo.
Unlike the phony, lying, misleading propaganda.
You would be
ads
happy to
that your
hear from
campaign
me?
keeps running. And there are lies in almost every ad.
You hear from me every
We're
day.
not going to hold our breath.
What are you
Joe
talking
probably
about?
doesn't have the mental capacity to speak extemporaneously anymore without days of preparation. Now, that's allegedly what he's been doing the past week, memorizing his lines for tomorrow night's debate. We also know that Joe is trying to avoid any and all questions surrounding the massive corruption scandal that is rocking his...
You're not legally able to
virtual
say that it
interview
is a
conducted from
corruption
his
scandal.
sofa in his basement bunker,
That
Biden
is an act
blasted
against
a
your
local reporter
contract
for daring
to the
ask
American
if Hunter
people.
profited
You're not
from
allowed to
the
do
Biden
that.
name. The obvious answer is yes.
But you're not a journalist. And you think that because you're not a journalist, that you can say anything you want. Read your contract, Hannity. I'm not playing with you.
Intelligence people have come out and said there's no basis.
Read your contract, Hannity.
Okay.
I know you wouldn't understand it, so go get your lawyer, Hannity.
We know for a fact
You're not allowed to do that, Hannity.
Hunter, his son, did
You have a
use his
responsibility
father's
to the
name
American
in
people,
office to
Sean
receive
Hannity.
millions of dollars from
And you're
corporate
violating your
transactions.
contract
Now, Hunter
to the
admitted
American
as much
people
during an
live
interview
on
with
national
One
television,
America.
Sean Hannity.
No experience, oil, gas,
Don't make
energy.
me check
Got
you,
paid
Sean
millions.
Hannity.
Why? I don't know. Maybe because your dad's the vice president? Probably. That's not in
Sounds like propaganda to
The
me.
media gave
Nothing
him
you
time
said
to
is based in
fact.
truth,
But
and
now
you
because
know it.
several major
You know you're not allowed to
Biden
say things that you know aren't true.
reported emails,
Did
now
you know that?
serious new questions must be answered. Did Joe
You're not
keep
allowed to
zero
express an
saying
opinion
Hunter
if you know it is not true.
business dealings?
Did you know that, Sean Hannity?
Special access?
You've been doing that for years, Sean Hannity.
Invitations to the White
It's
House?
why so many Americans are dead.
Hunter's sketchy international clients.
You know how Donald Trump lied to all of his supporters?
Was U.S. foreign policy compromised? In a brand new article, the Wall Street Journal editorial board is now demanding that Joe answer these questions about his son's influence peddling and his own financial dealings, notably regarding China. After all, Fox News has now confirmed
The editorial
an email
board
appears to detail an
at the
equity
Wall Street
distribution
Journal.
to Joe Biden.
Shout out the
among his son's
editorial
searching
board
deals
at the
with
Wall
state
Street Journal.
Chinese
Big up Wall
entities.
Street. Special shouts out One Wall Street.
And they will be raised at tomorrow's night's debate. Probably not by the moderator. Probably
Big shouts out One Wall Street.
one way or the other.
I'm sick of you, Sean.
And coming up, we will lay out all of Hunter's
Senate Homeland Security of Government Affairs. That's the Senate. The information he has on my screen is from the Senate Homeland Security and Government Affairs Committee.
Because more shocking bombshell
The
revelations.
Senate is ran by female dog McConnell.
It also makes you wonder if former President Obama, what did he know about any of this, about Biden and their family's illicit behavior and the profiting off their position? According to multiple reports,
Profiting? See, you're not allowed to do that, Sean Hannity. That's illegal. That's not your opinion. You don't have any proof of any wrongdoing, but you defamed his character. You accused him of doing something you don't know whether or not he did it. That's illegal.
Obama, well, he finally stepped out on the campaign trail during a speech to basically a couple of cars in a parking lot in Philadelphia.
That's more than a couple.
Didn't exactly have an uplifting message, and sadly for Barack,
social distancing.
There's no more change. There's no more positive vibes. There's no more they go low, we go high. And like most of the far left, Obama's filled with nothing but hate and rage for all things Donald Trump. And of course, Obama also...
You show him wearing a mask.
His favorite go-to villain.
That's respectful to the American people. Donald Trump does not. He kills the American people. How can you consider Barack Obama...
Donald Trump would embrace my vision.
I'm going to chill. You said what you said.
My policies, but I did hope, for the sake of the country, that he might show some interest in taking the job seriously. But it hasn't happened. He hasn't shown any interest in doing the work or helping anybody but himself and his friends, or treating the presidency like a reality show that he can use to get attention.
This is a far cry from Trump rallies where supporters line up for hours and hours.
Exactly.
Speak
with no mask on.
Concert-like atmosphere. Tonight's rally, North Carolina, no exception.
A super spreader type atmosphere.
About the weak, frail, cognitively struggling opponent Joe Biden, and of course,
weak, frail, hey. Shout out the FBI.
Washington Democrats will do.
Hey, Sean Hannity, I know you good with Donald Trump and all that.
You know, I had a leader
Sean Hannity.
call me, a really dynamic leader called me up about 2 weeks ago.
Why do you think no one has done anything to you thus far about what you have done, Sean Hannity?
Can you imagine that?
Why do you think? Why do you think you're on television right now?
Biden wins the flag burning demonstration.
Do you remember the impeachment hearings?
We'll be running.
Do you know it started then, Sean Hannity? You were good up until the impeachment hearings, Sean Hannity. You were good up until then.
You know my statement.
You know we have not had a trial in the Senate yet, Sean Hannity.
Socialist country.
Now, as we do get closer and closer to the election, the polls are very, very tight, especially in all of these battlegrounds.
You know the Mueller report can be reopened, Sean Hannity.
Georgia, North Carolina, Ohio,
you know you're mentioned in the Mueller report, right?
Arizona, Iowa, every state matters. Michigan.
You know you were mentioned during the impeachment hearing, Sean Hannity.
Fowler has it at 46-46. We saw a very similar trend in 2016, and now the once overly confident Democratic Party is now experiencing.
We don't see a wall.
All over again,
we don't see win, 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 win.
Obvious attempt to coast across the.
We don't see any money.
Hiding the entire time, and tonight, like most,
we don't see more jobs.
Any battleground state. He's not in Wisconsin.
We are not secure.
In Florida, he's not in Ohio. He's in the comfort of
his
own home.
Our presidency is not respected
at all anywhere. For the last 5 days, he's been on vacation. Every American needs to examine.
And that's all you can say about him. You can't make up any lies like you normally do.
Look at this closely. This campaign has now decided that they can no longer risk Joe Biden being out in public for any prolonged period of time. They are obviously hiding something about Joe Biden.
That's an insinuation that is not true, that you are not legally able to make.
When he does go out 2-3 days in a row, it's an unmitigated disaster.
But you're okay with breaking the law.
And frankly, it is dangerous for this country.
You have no idea.
His own campaign does not believe he has the strength, the stamina.
Now you're making more things up.
The mental alertness to be the president.
Defamation.
States, which is the hardest job in the world.
Defamation.
He looks weak, and we can see
defamation.
Struggling cognitively. America needs to now demand a
You don't know
physical,
anything else to do
full physical and cognitive
but to
assessment of
kill,
Joe Biden.
steal,
The
and
country
destroy,
deserves to know
to be
why are they
disrespectful
putting him in hiding
to
on
individuals that have done
vacation
nothing to
with 2
you
weeks to go
but
until
make your
Election
life
Day.
better.
These are uncharted waters. This never happens. So
Exactly.
with Joe
We've
Biden's
never had a
reluctance to even let his
terrorist
face
news media
confront
organization.
with the full
We've never
approval of
had
his
a whole
campaign, we thought we'd
gang
make it very
of
easy for him.
domestic terrorists
Joe, you
on
want to
national
answer a couple of
television,
questions?
showing their
Want to
true
get in touch with
colors.
voters
Special
around the
shouts out Miss
country?
Cindy.
As we speak,
Extra
Hannity's
special
elections,
shouts out Miss
one-point
Cindy.
correspondent
All
Lance
love.
Jones
Big
on
shouts
that
out Miss
side of the
Cindy
house
Lauper.
right now. Biden
Respect.
compound.
Big
I think
shouts out Miss Cindy
President in the
Lauper.
basement
What
bunker,
up, Dex?
where he joins us with more. See a little activity going on. Anybody?
Special shouts out Miss Cindy Lauper.
LJ?
Well, no movement just yet, Sean. Good evening. It is the eve of the final presidential debate, and Vice
Sean
President
Hannity,
Joe Biden
you
called
will be
a
taken care of.
campaign on
Special
Monday.
shouts out
Now, Sean, we've been asking
Larry
questions
Elder
when we
and
go see the Vice
Terrell.
President, and
Sean
Vice
Hannity
President
has
said,
3
"Is he
niggas
out
on
for
deck.
Well, I have to
He
ask
got
you,
one
talk with
nigga on the television right now
This is what they had to say about the issue. Watch.
who does not belong on national television.
Campaign is less than 2 weeks into the election. Should he be out there more?
Walking around interviewing people with no mask on.
I think he's done a great job.
He needs to stay in this house.
He needs to stay in the house. Why does he need to stay in the house?
Because he's nuts.
He's nuts. It's not going to help him by leaving the house?
No, I mean, it's cuckoo for Cocoa.
He has her comfortable
Strategy is because voters have already made their mind.
pulling her mask down face to face. He doesn't know whether or not she has COVID.
Wouldn't agree with that.
She doesn't know whether or not he has COVID.
Obama doing
That's a respectable American.
him is fine.
He doesn't know whether or not he has COVID. And if he does, he doesn't want to give it to anyone else. He's respecting the American people by wearing a mask. Fox News does not. They seek to kill Americans. They seek to spread COVID-19. And she put her mask on. He doesn't even have one. He's just walking around talking to people with no mask on, spreading COVID.
Hey, Sean, this
The
is
stupid is amazing.
Now, what we need to know is this, Sean. If
Contracted
he's
killer.
on the polls,
Y'all paying this nigga to kill people.
maybe this is a good strategy. But if the polls are wrong like they were in 2016, he may regret this decision. But we've made it.
Eric Trump now. Eric Trump's on deck now, huh? I bet you I won't hear Sean Hannity tell his viewers about COVID-19.
So you're there, and I mean,
I promise you, you won't hear Sean Hannity make sure his viewers are safe. He wants to kill them. One, and two, if he did say anything about COVID-19, it would incriminate him.
Anything like that at all?
Well, you know, it's actually funny.
Sean Hannity has always known the effects of COVID. And he has always told his viewers COVID was a hoax and they should go out during spring break. He told our kids to go out and enjoy the weather. He told the American people to go liberate. He told his right-wing racist groups to go liberate.
You don't go on a vacation 4 out of 5 days.
That's what he told them. He told his right-wing terrorists to attack the governor of Michigan. See, Sean Hannity is in.
She is now reporting that
Boogaloo Boys and all that. Sean Hannity is in. This is who he's talking to right now.
FBI money laundering probe.
Your little bitches don't want it, Sean Hannity. You should sick them on me, Sean Hannity. You know I want all smoke. Sean Hannity. You should have them come up with a plan and have them come get me, Sean Hannity. Have them skin that smoke wagon, little bitch.
Is ongoing.
Have them skin it, bitch.
Directly related to Hunter Biden is his laptop. Multiple federal.
How do you know it's his laptop?
As well as 2 separate government officials have now confirmed the authenticity of these documents, which were signed by FBI Special Agent Joshua Wilson, which did not immediately respond to Fox News for a comment. We will stay on this story. We're
No wrongdoing, and you know it. It's been investigated, just like your last little. What was it? Who were you waiting on?
Big board where Bill Hemmer is standing by.
I'm going to
very
chill.
Important state-by-state election.
We won't hear anything about COVID.
We invited you on.
We won't hear anything about what Sean Hannity has lied about for months, telling his viewers. But we know. See, he attacks He attacks Twitter and Instagram and Google. He attacks them often. He thinks they're trash because he knows Facebook and Instagram and Google, they have all of his data. And they know that Sean Hannity had a lot more viewers than he did a short while ago. They know also the viewers Sean Hannity used to have that he doesn't have anymore, that have died. They know why they died. I wonder how many Sean Hannity viewers have died from COVID.
So that's the reason why
Google knows.
Concentration, the focus. Now, Sean, watch carefully. This is 2016. Red is Trump, blue is Clinton.
Huh? What are we talking about?
2012. What changes on the map?
We're not talking about COVID.
You see it just slightly.
Silence is complicit as it pertains to the safety and security of the American people. Donald Trump has a pattern of doing such.
Lucerne over here, and then Erie County up here in the north.
He even tried to use bribery. The American people were there to take care of Ukraine, our allies. Donald Trump was like, hold up. Hold up. Y'all wait on that assistance from the American people. Y'all wait on it. While you wait, I'm going to allow Vladimir Putin of Russia to kill the Ukraine soldiers. You wait on it. And allow Vladimir Putin, Donald Trump said he's going to allow Vladimir Putin to continue to kill the soldiers of Ukraine, our allies. And if the president of Ukraine doesn't take responsibility for the president of the dictator of Russia's wrongdoings, then he's going to continue to wait and allow Vladimir Putin to kill Ukraine soldiers until the American people found out.
1.4 million
Puerto Rico. 12 people dead, huh? He didn't do anything. He just let them die. 3,000 Puerto Rican Americans. I try and say that right. I try and be respectful. If it's disrespectful to Puerto Ricans that I try and articulate your language, I do apologize. But I would like to say it the way I would like to. I would like to say it correctly, as accurate as possible. But anyway, he sits back and he waits, and he allowed 3,000 plus American Puerto Ricans to die. COVID. It's a hoax. Sean Hannity. It's a hoax. In the middle of May, y'all go out and enjoy spring break. Laura Logan, spring break is in full effect. Donald Trump, I'm not going to do anything. Go out and liberate. I'm not going to give the American people any money to protect themselves, to keep them safe and secure. What I'm going to do is I'm going to send my right-wing terrorist groups out to go and liberate, to intimidate American world leaders with your guns and flags and your COVID.
Pretty good money that we're going to fly by that number in 2020. As for the percent,
he likes to sit and wait while people die.
4 years ago, this year in 2020.
What are you all talking about?
15%, so a little more than halfway there. So all this now goes into our equation as we try and figure out which way 2020 is going to go. And Sean, the 3 states that I just showed you.
We know 222,000 Americans are dead. Big up, homeboy. I see you trying. I'm not bugging. I see you trying. I don't have anything against that. Big up, folk. At least you're not lying to me. I'm good with all that. Just don't lie to me.
As compared to 4 years ago.
Big up, folk.
Bill Hemmer, I will tell you, everybody should...
How about you sit and use your time to lie to your viewers? How about you sit and use your time, Sean Hannity, to spread disinformation? That's what you do, Sean Hannity. You sit here and lie to me. I remember your first week on television, Sean Hannity. I remember everyone that is on television and news media right now's first week in television.
Abusive, biased against all things Trump, not the Democratic Party that hates Donald Trump every second, minute, hour of every day, and not establishment Republican.
220,000 Americans are dead. The majority of them are black and brown, and you love that. You love Donald Trump. You love Donald Trump so much, you'll kill the American people for him. Stand right beside him, pulling the trigger. You a shooter, huh?
Joining us now, Executive Vice President of the Trump Organization, Eric Trump, is with us.
Eric Trump told the American people Donald Trump has all the money he needs from Russia.
Very similar, except
We have all the money we need. We don't need any money. We got it from Russia. Y'all do your due diligence. That's what he told the American people.
4 years ago to where we are today.
When Donald Trump was filing for bankruptcy, Russia hooked him right on up. This bitch told me.
He's been on vacation for the last 5 days. Now, is it just me or is something off with that?
Listen, Sean, something's off with it. In fact, it's the thing I admire most about my father. The one thing that he did, he instilled work ethic and
Trump Organization Executive Vice President. And you're talking about Hunter Biden and Joe Biden. He said my father. He says his father in every interview, but he has the title of executive for the Trump administration.
Work ethic's important. Showing up
Nepotism?
It's the respect you want to show the voters.
Shout out Ivanka Trump.
I couldn't be more proud of my father. I couldn't be more proud of what he's doing. And I can tell you, Sean,
He couldn't be more proud of his father, not of the impeached president. Nothing business about what he just said. Absolutely not. Had no business in it. It's his father. He's speaking as a son. His father.
From socialism and the radical left. And people love him.
Radical right has killed 220,000 Americans.
And again, I just couldn't be more.
You'd rather be you'd rather be far right and continue to kill Americans. Do you know that if you all continue, by February, it is projected that 400,000 Americans will be dead?
I think Joe Biden, we need to demand that
It's a hoax.
exam and release the results.
Those people that are dying, they aren't dying. It's a hoax. These are all numbers that are made up.
This is beyond unusual. No candidate that I can think of in my 30-plus years of doing this job on radio and TV
has killed 220,000 Americans.
Candidate Witness Protection Program.
No president that I have ever known of on this planet since existence has killed 220,000 Americans in 1 year.
7-year politician. He doesn't have that work ethic. Second of all, he's hiding from the biggest scandal, one of the biggest scandals in American history. There are emails, Sean, where Hunter is asking for $10 million to be held by H. Hunter.
Nothing illegal.
The big guy, Joe Biden.
Nothing illegal.
Sister, and you've seen those emails as well.
Tell it to your father.
I'm not going to make you have to pay half of.
Tell it to your father.
Or half of your salary to me.
Executive.
Sean, you can't make this stuff up.
Yes, you can. You just did.
He's getting money from the Ukraine.
You make all kind of stuff up. Sean Hannity's about to make some stuff up.
Other places, and he knows he can't answer these questions.
You know you have not said anything he has done that was illegal, especially being that this has already been investigated. The FBI has always had all the information.
How is he going to answer for all of this? And America wants to know what.
You can't answer for what you're doing.
That's why he's hiding out. First,
that's why you will be held accountable.
He doesn't have the work ethic.
Along with your father.
He knows he's got a real
executive.
His son, and quite frankly, his own fraud and his own bad judgment.
He said fraud. That's illegal. You're not allowed to do that. Cut that bullshit short, huh? How you going to just cut the executive off? He was talking about his father. You didn't even say goodbye, Sean Hannity. You're so rude. How rude. You have new news. Is that what you have? You have new news.
Inspector General opened an investigation into the FBI's handling of this laptop.
Huh? You're going to investigate the FBI now.
Straight ahead.
The DOJ, William Barr, Mr. No Collusion, who did the same thing for President Bush. The only difference is with President Bush, when he withheld the information from an investigation, is it took 4 years for the American people to find out that William Barr lied about an investigation, lied about the results of an investigation. The reason why Donald Trump chose William Barr is because he knew William Barr would lie about the investigation. As soon as William Barr got that report in his hand, he lied about that investigation. Now, William Barr is investigating the FBI? A known liar? Shout out Fox News. Big shouts out Donald Trump. Special shouts out Sean Hannity. Y'all better start spinning that smoke wagon to me, because I'm going to get you. Time.